Welcome back, gamers. This is Prax,
I am Rez.
and we are the Gamertarians. So, you had something you wanted to say about your PC experience?
We were just talking in the last episode about doing LAN parties and things, which of course was not something you could do on Mac, because even if the capability existed, as mentioned, there were no games that you could do that with. And if there was, no one else I knew had a Mac to LAN with.
Right.
So I didn't get to do that until I had a friend who introduced me to Counter-Strike and Team Fortress Classic, the originals,
Yes.
and LAN cafes.
Oh, wow.
Which, hold on one second, I gotta remember where I'm doing one. So I'll just do this for a minute while I talk.
Okay.
Pretty much don't need that item that's there. That comes from a dungeon. That is an item I don't need. All right, we pretty much got everything we need in terms of items, so now we can just go to dungeons. All right, so he was the first to have me go to one of these things, and I was so awesome. We did it 2 or 3 times in my life, but it was overnight at this place.
Oh, wow.
Where you paid to go basically from like 7 p.m. until 7 a.m. We just played Counter-Strike and Team Fortress Classic, either online because they had a T1 line.
T1?
T1,
Oh,
son.
snap.
This is specifically of the what so they could specifically do those things. You can play those games online at this place and
Wow.
and pay the fee for it.
I'd be
So
all over that.
yeah, it was pretty great.
I mean,
It was just, oh man, just classic youth, with an with an iron stomach. And
Yeah.
Just like, oh, it's been 12 hours. I've only eaten Doritos and Mountain Dew, and I feel awesome.
yeah, let's go.
The dream, the classic days.
Yes.
Now I don't drink soda anymore because it's bad for me and it hurts my stomach.
Yeah.
I'm in my 30s, so.
I tried staying up like the other night. Oh, sounds so old.
Oh,
Like,
dude.
Here's the deal. You can do it. It's not like you fall asleep. It's just you pay the price the next day. Like, there is no, like, oh, I can hit the ground running the next day, no problem.
Yeah, well, I also started to find like every fabric of my being is like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah.
Go to bed already. Around 10. There are times we still play board games, and I make it till maybe 1, maybe 2. And then, yeah, it's just it's a makeup day.
Yeah.
For sure.
You can't cheat like you used to could.
So if you're young and listening to this, the future sucks. So so anyways, look forward to that.
I don't know.
I know. I'm being hyperbolic, but
I've loved just about every stage of life. It's always changing, in some ways for the better, in some ways not. And it's about who you're with, man.
yeah, like we're here together.
Yeah,
I'm liking it.
right. This is great.
Yeah. I like you.
Jury's still out on you, so we'll see.
That's fair. So I forgot that room was pointless right now.
I don't know. We walked away with a woman in a bottle, so
The only place to keep a woman. Right where they belong. So let's see if I can. Ouch.
mild sexism is tight.
Hey, it worked. Learned that from watching a speed trick where I used to use my boomerang all the time to make that work.
Whoa, is that a mini boss?
No, these are Staphos.
But it can only be killed by bombs, right?
You gotta hit them until they fall over, and then yes, killed via bomb. Now you can cheese this dungeon if you do the 6th dungeon first. Saves time, so you don't have to do a bunch of running around. This isn't the water dungeon, but it's an ice dungeon, so it's close enough. And that means some sort of convoluted backtracking thing that they seem to put in every single water dungeon. I don't know. See, you didn't play much. You were too old
Yeah.
for like Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So I guess we should probably do that one at some
I mean,
point.
okay.
There's lots to show you. This is. We should just change the name of this to Praxis Odyssey.
Yes, seriously.
All the games you never got to. Damn it. See.
I mean, there's a lot of truth to that. I mean, I was pretty much full blown PC gamer by sophomore year of I mean, the thing that made me like make the total jump was Warcraft 2 and then Duke Nukem.
Wow, Duke Nukem, really?
Oh, dude, yes.
Oh, Duke.
Have I not told the Gravis Pad story?
No.
What?
I don't know anything about it.
Yeah. So, a buddy of mine sat next to him in class. It was like, they were talking about games one day, and they were talking about Warcraft 2. And they were talking about it. They were like so excited about it. I was like, okay. So, I had just gotten a new PC at home. And I went out to Best Buy, and I bought it that day. And I brought it home, and I was like blown away. And the gameplay, the graphics, everything. But then, I had gotten a subscription or picked up a copy of freaking PC Gamer at like Babbage's or some like old ass
Classic.
Yeah, electronics store.
Electronic boutique.
That was the same time I got the demo disc of Netcom. Netcom was like one of the first dial-up services I was aware of besides America Online, and that's how I would connect. And it had a demo of Duke Nukem 3D on the disc that the PC Gamer did. I was like, this is a game changer for me. So, because I had played, Doom 2 and stuff on keyboard and stuff like that. But I was also an owner of, Super Nintendo. And I was more comfortable with that kind of gamepad setup. And I saw at Babbage's they had this gamepad called the Gravis Pad, and you plug in your computer, right? Well, there was something about the ratios on the settings or whatever, but like just the control I had over Duke Nukem in Deathmatch was different than a typical keyboard and mouse player. And I was able to school my friends with this Gravis Pad. That is until a buddy of ours came along and introduced us to mouse keyboard. See, the whole 360-degree look of mouse was not even like a thing, and the sensitivity and the aiming and all that stuff.
I see.
And then it was just all gravy from there. So same thing with the love of CS, same thing with Team Fortress Classic, hours of that. They had all these mods for Quake 2 CTF that just made it incredible. Quake CTF originally, and then Quake 2 CTF, and that was just, we played those like all day, every day. And we started to play online. I mean, you had GameSpy back then, All Seeing Eye, and I actually heard about this one service called Kali, Kali, and it was this one-time Kalima. It was a one-time payment of $15. And I forget even how I paid it back then, because PayPal wasn't a thing, whatever. But I know I didn't mail a check or anything like that. Somehow,
be sure to send your address and your social security number.
Somehow I paid it, and it would simulate a network, a local network, over your modem, dial-up modem connection. So I would play 3-player Duke Nukem over the internet.
Oh wow!
It was. You just couldn't do it. Like that, dude. At the time, that meant hauling 3 computers over to somebody's house. I mean, to be able to sit down, dial up, and go to some kind of game browser was revolutionary. And I've introduced it to my friend, and then so we'd get in together, and we were, just teenagers, so we loved to be cheesy, and we would like get, gang up on people. So we had this because there was no voice comm, right? So we would type in chat, hee what a mess, which is what Duke
Savage.
says. Which is what Duke says, right?
Oh, okay.
he says hee what a mess, like when you hee what a mess, whatever. Like in his when you make a big
Trying to sound
multiplayer or
badass,
something.
but you also have to be E for everyone.
No, it was code that meant we were gonna team up. Me and my buddy were gonna team up
Oh, I
on
see.
the other guy. So that was like code, but like
You about to ruin someone's day. That's what it was code for.
when we thought maybe he was getting wise to it, or he'd make a comment like, "You guys are working together" or something like that, we would type out "Cuds and the Bloods." I don't know, like you know, how, like there's the Bloods and the Crips, or whatever.
Yes.
For some reason, we always said "Cuds and the Bloods."
You decided that was funny.
Yeah.
Just the same way that kids, for some reason, determine something's funny.
Exactly.
I don't even know why.
Exactly.
That doesn't even make sense, kid.
Yeah. And that meant, okay, now it's a free-for-all. I mean, no, yeah. Now it's a free-for-all. We have to at least pretend like we're not working together. And we actually made our own map in like this Sprite, like ugly-looking map editor for Duke Nukem and put it on Kali, and it became kind of popular. And we called it 4 Rooms. And it was just these bunch of teleports where you would start a bunch of rockets going through teleports in circles, and it was just pretty crazy. And we started playing Unreal Tournament 2004, which was excellent, and they came out with Bombing Run and Onslaught and all these great modes that required real teamwork and real skill. And they had like kind of a nuke mechanic in it as well called the Redeemer. And oh my goodness, it was so fun. We played that for days. And then we also played Instagib, which is like just fast firing. If you get one shot, they're dead. But it's like instant respawn too. But it was capture the flag, so it would be like flag has been picked up, flag is down. Flag has been picked up, flag is down. Flag has been down. And then you could like, but if you got really good at the double jumps and the sliding and all that stuff, you could score it. It was really high skill cap. It was fun. And when you're young and had that kind of time, man, it was the best.
Yeah, I played N64.
Yeah, my console days never went beyond really Super Nintendo. I mean,
it's funny. Basically, the same thing happened to me just one or two generations later than you.
Right.
Whereas I discovered PC finally and could play PC games, and then it was like, well, I wasn't really interested in the Xbox. I'd bought the PS2, but it kind of disappointed me. So, I haven't bought a console since. Well, that's not true. I haven't bought like the premier new big thing console. I haven't bought one of those for a long time.
Yeah. I am probably gonna
at least not when they were. Like I bought a Wii U because it was unique. I couldn't replicate that with my PC. So I enjoy that system. I still enjoy it.
Ever since like everything since a PS3, I would say. And when it came out, and I don't even know if I'm up to date on this stuff, but like PS4, Xbox 360, Xbox One, Xbox X, whatever it is, like I've always said, what are you trying to do?
I'm trying to do a speedrun trick. Here we go. Speedrun tricks like crazy. Here we go. Just like mad. I'm doing crazy. I'm a
You need that turbo button.
That's the wrong button to hit. Just a crazy speedrun genius. You can see it coming.
Rez has just got the controller on his leg.
Well, actually, I think I actually did it for like half a second.
Jamming on it. So you can actually make that like slide on the corner.
You can hover.
Amazing.
You can hover with the boots. And I saw them do it on this here, and I was like, easy, no problem, easy game. And then I just lost all my hearts trying to do it for fun. Anyways, what were we talking about?
Well, just that you were a generation behind and did kind of a similar experience as me, going from console to PC. But you bought a Wii U because it was unique, but like, I think I'm actually going to buy the new consoles when they come out this time around, whatever they are. Just because when it comes to like wanting to just sometimes game and relax and not be at my desk or something, you know, I hate to say it, but I feel like the whole big picture promise of Steam, it just hasn't delivered. Like developers just seem to not be okay. So they make it compatible with a USB gamepad, but getting the game started and all that stuff, it's just at the end of the day, you gotta have a mouse. You gotta be sitting there in front of the computer, just,
Oh yeah, you own one of those Steam controllers, right?
I did buy one of the Steam controllers, and I bought the Steam Link.
Well, yeah, and I never got to try it, actually. I was hoping to give that a try, see what it was like.
I actually, the day they talked they were discontinuing them, I bought a few because they were like $5.
Oh, I didn't know they discontinued them.
Yeah, they're done with the Steam Link. They give up.
So they didn't even make the controllers anymore?
I don't even think they make controllers anymore. I mean, I bet there's a secondary market for them. I mean, the controller worked well from oh, hey, I can control my mouse with it, but from a controller standpoint, it's the worst. So it's like they solved one problem, but the most important one, they have a problem with that.
Yeah, that's what everyone seems to say. Like, it's really great if you want to use the mouse concept. I knew that was fake news. But I checked that one earlier and I was like, it's fake. But I think, do we need to check up here? Or is this, I think this might be a fake room also. Let's find out. Yep, damn it.
This is fake too?
Yeah.
What does Sarsaparilla say?
Probably nothing of consequence. Let's find out.
Ludwig, do not use all your magic power if you do, because that's the most magic. Now get ready. Oh, and I think that last part was love the game and hate the state. Was that last part?
That is how I read it now that you say that out
Okay.
loud.
All right, folks. We are the Gamertarians. Love the game, hate the state. We'll see you back soon.
See you then.